tornadoes.
Yep, tornado on the ground, tornado on the ground.
It's right ahead of us.
Yep, tornado on the ground, right ahead of us.
Multiple vortex.
Multiple vortices, large cone tornado.
One of the most powerful forces on planet Earth.
And I just can't believe this is my second full year doing this, and I can't believe I just experienced something like that.
Tornadoes can occur across most regions in the world, but no place can compare to the United States. In 2021, 1,170 tornadoes have been confirmed in the U.S. throughout the year. While this wasn't a year that was comparable to 2011 in terms of tornado count, 2021 was an upgrade from last year's chase season. To put it simply, 2021 was
Large tornado on the ground right here. Yep, tornado right touchdown right in front of us. Here we go.
Going into this year, my expectations were quite low, following a very disappointing 2020 storm season. But for some reason this year, I had a gut feeling that this was going to be different. First chase of the year was on April 8th in eastern Kentucky. A slight risk was issued for that region, including a threat for a tornado or two. I used this day as just a warm-up to chase and get used to being on the long drives. However, I was treated to a supercell near Moorhead, Kentucky, along I-64.
Right in front of me, and that thing's rotating like crap. Also, look at my spotter dot and look at the lightning strikes.
And also had several bolts that made me jump about 2 feet in the air.
I think that, oh my gosh, I just got an insane bolt from the blue. That was close.
I'd say in all, this was a really good start to the chase season. 2 days later, on April 10th, another marginal severe weather event was in place across southeastern Ohio. I never really had any intentions to chase this day, but a low-top supercell was marching northeast near Cheshire, Ohio. I decided to get on it, and a few minutes later, it did this. It's literally gonna be right here. There's the inflow. Come on, let's see if it can drop a tornado for us right here. If so, we'll have to call 911. But very, very, very nice supercell right here. I mean, that looks really low. A brief tornado touchdown just to the west. However, the RFD, or rear flank downdraft, of the supercell eventually caused it to dissipate only seconds later. However, another supercell was forming just to the south of the ongoing storm. This supercell produced some of the best structure I've ever seen in this region in southern Ohio, as supercells are usually very grungy or don't display any amazing structure to witness. I was very excited to witness my first tornado, but it wasn't what I wanted to see for it being my first tornado. After this chase, I was still hunting down for that one photogenic tornado that I was dreaming for. Finally, the month that every chaser is waiting for, May. But why May? On average, May is the best month for tornadoes in the Great Plains region of the United States, offering flat terrain and great viewpoints for storm chasers. This year, I decided to take my first ever trip by myself to the plains, and man, what an experience that was. The first 2 days out there was nothing really exciting, but however, on May 26th, that would all change. On May 26th, a moderate risk was issued for portions of northwestern Kansas and southwestern Nebraska, including a risk of strong to long-track tornadoes. At 4:40 p.m., a PDS or particularly dangerous situation tornado watch was issued for the areas highlighted in the moderate risk. PDS tornado watches are rare compared to non-PDS watches, as PDSs are designed for higher end risk and severities of the event. Eventually, I caught up to this beautifully sculpted supercell near Hoxie, Kansas that morning. However, later that day, storms were initially going to fire in the late afternoon hours along a dry line. But due to warm temperatures aloft that acted as a capping inversion, storms could not fire up. May 26 had a very high ceiling and easily could have been a very good day, but it couldn't perform to that standard that we all hoped for. A few more mediocre chase days later, May 29th had finally arrived. My last day out in the Great Plains, and I was hoping to not leave empty-handed. A smaller conditional severe weather risk was in place in southeastern Colorado for potential of a tornado or two. After contemplating that morning on making the 5-hour drive, I finally committed to going up and taking the risk. Eventually, a rogue supercell would develop in south central Colorado and work its way east. At first, the supercell looked very unorganized and messy, and the chance of a tornado looked really slim to none. However, as that storm pushed east, more moisture was available for that supercell to tap into, and several minutes later, this storm went from a wimpy, unorganized blob to a powerful, sculpted supercell that could produce a tornado at any time.
We have a tornado on the ground, actually. Yep, that might be a tornado on the ground. Yep, tornado on the ground.
Eventually, this tornado would grow in size and become wrapped in rain, and also be the main show for the day. As May in the chasecation comes to an end, I was pretty happy for how it turned out. As June approaches, we are back in the Midwest. With being very happy on how May ended, I was very interested on how this month would play out. However, June for me was a very lackluster month. The only mediocre chase that I went on this month was on June 18th in Western Ohio. Eventually, me, my best friend, and storm chaser James Treft was on the storm near Russie, Ohio, and dropped this brief, weak tornado that we both saw. However, I didn't get any good footage of it, but James was kind enough to share his point of view for this video.
Inflow. That is. Oh, hey, look, funnel. Yep. Funnel. Yep, there it is. Trying to come down. Wait, is that back there? I can't see what that is, but yeah, I see what you're looking at. More chasers? Yeah, I don't know. What's that? What's that? Whoa, yeah, what was that? Tornado on the ground. Yeah, that's on the ground. Tornado on the ground. Do you have ILN's number?
Ever since the last week of May, it has seemed like 2021 was taking an uphill trend for me. Smaller amounts of chases go by since June 18th, with nothing really spectacular. Until... the date was July 29th. A low-end tornado setup was in place across the mid-Atlantic region, extending into far eastern Illinois. For this chase, we're in southeastern Ohio, as me and fellow chase partner Hunter Riddle noticed that tornadoes were already ongoing in New Jersey, and also several tornado warnings were going off just to our north. But however, we decided to stick to the southern supercell near Maxburg, Ohio.
Look at that scud. Hey, look at that scud coming off the hill. This thing's feeding right into it. I'm really shocked that this isn't tornado warned. This thing is... you don't go south and get off the highway? I want to stay and see this, but there's another supercell just over Cambridge right now. Do you think there's any way we can get across on the Ohio side and get on the river and like we can see these supercells come across the river?
On the Ohio side?
Hey, look at that motion, look at that motion. Look at that motion. Right here. Right there in front of you. Holy cow, that motion. We are too close to this. Hey, we need to get out of here. There's a funnel cloud right over here. Holy cow. Look at the upwards motion. This thing is spinning. It's coming across the road. Wow. And it's right on top of us too. Wow. Hey, let's go south. Let's go south. Let's go, like now. Yep, tornado body touchdown right in front of us. Here we go. This might be a tornado right in front of us. Oh my goodness. Look at the spiraling rotation right here. Hey, funnel, right here. Funnel cloud. Hey, what is that right there? You see that? The ground right there? That's a tornado. That easily has to be a brief spin up right there. And this thing is coming across the highway. Yep. Oh yeah, debris. We have a tornado. Yep, here we go. Tornado on the ground. Debris coming across in the air. Debris coming across. Oh yeah, tornado.
Power flash, see that?
Oh yeah. Yep, tornado crossing the road.
Several weeks later came August 9th. This was a very intriguing day for us chasers as we noticed an MCV was coming through northern Illinois with an abundance of 0 to 3 kilometer cape and surface vorticity, or is what chasers call the cheat code, as tornadoes really thrive off of those two ingredients. Going into this day, we knew that this was going to be a boom or bust type of an event. So James Treft came along with me for this journey, and needless to say, we didn't come back empty-handed.
We got inflow.
Yeah. You gonna pull over right here on the road?
No.
Oh yeah.
Wow, look at how fast the RFD's wrapping around it.
Yeah, that might be gearing up to do something. Yeah.
on the ground. I think it's including.
I don't think it is occluding. Oh, there it comes. It's condensating. Oh, that's either. Yep, tornado on the ground. Tornado on the ground.
Keep going. Big tornado, big time.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Debris! Tornado!
Yep, just keep going, just keep going.
Fully condensed.
Oh my gosh. Oh, debris!
Yeah, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That just hit something. No. No, no, no.
Vortices!
Multiple vortex tornado. Stovepipe tornado. Here, watch these cars, watch these cars.
Oh my God!
Keep going, keep going. Huge tornado.
Yep. Oh, those vortices!
That's a significant,
Another tornado on the ground east of Sycamore.
significant multi-vortex tornado. It's right ahead of us.
Yep, tornado on the ground right ahead of
Multiple
us.
vortex.
Multiple vortices, large cone tornado. Multiple vortex.
Oh my gosh.
Large tornado on the ground right here.
That's insane.
Yeah, this is one of those cyclic supercells we said we could keep going on forever and ever.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my god, those vortices!
Here, keep going. Right next to it.
Yep, we are right next to this thing right here.
Okay, easy, 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 easy.
Yep, we need to stop, dude. I'm stopping.
Yeah, stop, 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 stop.
As we headed back home, we thought that was going to be the last chase for us this year, considering that college is right around the corner. However, Mother Nature would have one more trick up her sleeve.
Today is December 10th, Friday. We just gassed up at Speedway in Lima, Ohio with Norman Smith.
What's up?
And we are about to head south to southwest for a 10% hatched tornado risk, moderate 15% hatched in some areas, but we don't think we're going to make the drive to that terrain because the nocturnal tornado threat's too dangerous. But we're going to go south for what is already under a watch in some areas. See, southwest Indiana already under a watch a little bit, and some of the floodplains, Arkansas, Missouri, Southern Illinois, Western Kentucky, Western Tennessee, and Northwest Mississippi is already under a tornado watch. So we're going to see what we can get on this chase.
As we drove west through western Kentucky, we found out that a violent tornado was tearing through the town of Mayfield. We decided to risk it and continue west to meet up with the tornado. Eventually, after almost a 2-hour drive west, we met up with the storm near Hartford, Kentucky, along with a tornado emergency still being issued out in front of the tornado's path.
Power flash over here.
Power flash.
Power flash over here, yep. It's still on the ground.
Stop.
No, not yet, not yet.
Oh yeah, it's in there. It's in there. I just seen it. There it is. Large tornado. Large tornado. It's so hard to make out what you can see. This might be power flash.
Even almost 2 months after this event, it still gives me chills going back and watching all this footage. Never thought in my life I would encounter something that violent. Damage across Bremen and other towns that were affected by this tornado was considered indescribable, as homes were completely swept from their foundations, trees debarked, and cars that were tossed like missiles. I wanted to make a couple goals for myself going into 2022. First one being committing to doing more live streams throughout my chasing. I'll also be working alongside with YouTuber Ryan Hall y'all to stream my chases and to help relay tornado reports for those in the path to save lives. Second, I'm going to try and get out to the plains more often instead of just staying out there for a week. So hopefully this coming up May and June, we can get some decent stuff out west. Thank you guys for watching this video and sticking with me throughout this year's storm season across Tornado Alley. And man, what a year 2021 was. I cannot wait for what next year has in store for us. Take care.